And that's when football stops being a sport and starts feeling like a blood ritual. Him begins as a familiar rise to greatness story and then violently swerves into obsession, legacy, and what it actually costs to be the greatest of all time. What follows is a hallucinatory descent into masculinity, fanaticism, and brain damage, both literal and cultural. It's a film drenched in ambition, ideology, and more blood than any sports movie has any right to spill. But the question for me is, how disturbing is him? Hey, welcome back to another episode of How Disturbing, the show where we try to find the greatest disturbing films of all time. I'm your host, Billy Bogues, and today we're looking at 2025 sports horror, Him. Now, there's going to be some heavy spoilers and viewer discretion is advised, but having said that, let's play ball. I don't think NFL is the game where they say play ball, but Okie dokie. Meet young Cam. He's watching an NFL match in support of his family's favourite team, the San Antonio Saviors.
Fairy tale year. This man.
All right, boy, you ready? Fingers on the laces. Remember that.
The Saviors take home the win, but Cam's family favourite player, Isaiah White, suffers a gruesome leg injury in the process.
Isaiah White is down, and it doesn't look like he's getting up anytime soon. This does not look good. He's gone from potential hero to a guy that looks like he may not be part of the...
Young Cam's father then offers him some influential words of wisdom.
You see that, Cam? That's what real men do. They make sacrifices. No guts, no glory.
He then encourages young Cam to embrace the idea that one day Cam will take Isaiah White's place as the greatest of all time, referred to by its acronym GOAT.
You up next? You the next Isaiah?
Yeah!
Isaiah, I'm coming!
Isaiah, I'm coming!
Yeah, say Isaiah, I'm coming!
Isaiah, I'm coming!
You next?
Yeah!
It's my time!
My time!
Who are you?
I'm him!
Who are you?
I'm him!
Yeah, let's go!
Fast forward into the present time and we learn that young Cam has grown up to be Cam, and he has indeed become an extremely successful college quarterback. Currently, he's returned home and we see him being interviewed. Cam is due to compete in a football combine, which is a pre-draft event where college prospects perform physical and mental tests for NFL teams. We learn that Cam's father has since passed away, but has left with him the drive to become the GOAT.
Well, my dad did tell me that I could always be the greatest of all time, so God willing, I want to be the GOAT.
That evening, we see Cam at the field for some late-night training. His training is cut short, however, due to this happening. In the hospital, we learn that Cam has suffered a severe head injury, and any further damage could lead to permanent brain damage.
There's risk in everything we do, but if he has another traumatic brain injury before he's had time to heal, it could be career-ending.
A few days later, Cam and his entourage are at a house party when Cam gets a phone call from his manager, Tom. Tom then reveals that Isaiah White is considering retirement and has offered to train Cam for a week at a remote desert compound to prove himself a worthy successor.
But I need an answer now or it's not gonna happen, okay? I talked to the Saviors, I talked to Zay, the motherfucking GOAT, and he wants to give you another shot, bro. All you gotta do is go down there and train with him for a week to show him that you still motherfucking got it.
Arriving at Isaiah White's postmodern compound, Cam meets his idol.
It's a pleasure. Come on, man. Great meeting you. That game against State,
You saw that?
got an arm like a cannon.
No fucking way. That's crazy.
And well, it looks like Isaiah is excited to train Cam too.
I just want you to think of this like a mini boot camp, preparing to show out for the owners of this team.
They begin training immediately, and soon after, Cam meets the team's doctor, Marco.
That's your man, best in the world.
No, nice to meet you.
Skull line fracture with blunt force trauma. Anything else we should know about?
No, not that I can think of.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Okay.
During an ice bath, we see Dr. Marco draining Isaiah's oxygenated blood to reinfuse into Isaiah's body in the future to enhance performance. He even offers some to Cam.
You know, if I'm like hungover or tired, I want to train extra hard. Auto transfusion.
Is that like, I don't know, legal?
You want to hit?
No, I'm good.
Despite declining, Dr. Marco injects the unknowing Cam with Isaiah's oxygenated blood.
Whoa. Helps with the pain. You'll thank me later.
The next day, training resumes once more.
Set hot! All right, little boy waking up. Plant that back foot.
And Cam is beginning a drill to train his accuracy. It all seems normal until he misses a shot, and as a result, Isaiah does this to another trainee.
What the fuck?
Cam's confusion causes him to miss another shot, which results in, well, this.
What the fuck is going on? What are we doing?
In fact, this is how the drill continues for some time. And once it's over, Isaiah has some words of wisdom for Cam.
All the glory, all the defeat, it's all on you to hold. So please, get your fucking shit together! Boop.
The next day at training, Cam receives a horrible blow to the head. However, it's nothing that a pep talk from the increasingly ruthless Isaiah can't overcome.
You ain't nothing but an emotional little pretty boy, chasing validation from strangers because your father didn't love you.
Cam has another brutal collision, but this time he comes out on top. Well, I mean, kind of. And all these knocks to the head are causing Cam to have some pretty serious hallucinations, like this one later that evening. The next day, Isaiah and Cam are in the sauna, and Isaiah gives Cam yet some more words of wisdom.
Do me a favor. Find your own way to greatness. Don't be me.
And then he drops this ominous bullshit.
You're starving to death in a prison. Somebody asks you, food or freedom? Do you really have a choice?
Isaiah leaves, and this crazy fan that's been hiding under the sauna tries to kill Cam. Cam comes out on top, or so we're led to believe. And then this happens. Whoa, holy shit. Time for some more hallucinations.
Damaged goods isn't worth the risk, and that's just not enough.
You can be gifted. We don't know if Kate has that gear.
Hard to invest in an unknown.
Does he have the mental toughness? The killer instinct. That is the real question.
That evening, Isaiah's wife, Elsie, invites Cam to a party being hosted by the owner of the Saviors.
There's actually going to be a party tonight.
Oh, man. Get some more reps in.
He declines, but then Elsie tells him this.
Listen, I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but a little birdie told me that they want to make you an offer. The same one they gave him 20 years ago.
At the party, Cam bumps into Dr. Marco, who has yet some more ominous advice for Cam. And then he runs into his agent.
Let me introduce you to the owner of the Saviors.
Good to meet you, son.
All right, this is it.
Cam is introduced to the owners of the team, they toast, and then they drink what is almost certainly Isaiah's bagged blood that we saw earlier. Gross. We are then treated to a psychedelic party whirlwind, in which we see Cam vomiting up jewellery, Elsie slashing something with a knife, and the severed head of Dr. Marco. Holy fuck. Then Cam passes out.
Are you sure you're okay?
The next morning, he wakes up in bed. Psych! The next morning, Cam awakens paralysed on a bed of ice, receiving Isaiah's blood intravenously. He regains his strength, however, thanks to a syringe presumably left by the now deceased Dr. Marco. Cam finally confronts Isaiah, and if I understand this correctly, Isaiah tells Cam that Isaiah's blood has been passed down through generations of star players.
Just think of it as a gift from the gods.
And this blood is, well, the secret to immense talent. However, there can only be one GOAT, and Cam and Isaiah both have the same magic voodoo blood inside them.
Whoever has it is the GOAT. So there can only be one. Bingo.
So it looks like one of them has to go. Fight, 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 fight. And Isaiah breaks Cam's arm. But with the help of his voodoo magic blood, Cam defeats Isaiah and brutally kills him. Boop, dead.
Boop, dead.
Cam steps through the curtains and emerges on the world's weirdest football field. He is greeted by Elsie, his manager, and the club's owners, although the latter are wearing animal masks. Weird.
Sign the contract to receive the gifts.
They present Cam with a contract to join the team, but he refuses. We then learn that all of the events of the movie so far were constructed by Cam's deceased father.
Your dad sacrificed everything for you. All the deals and coaches. You're a living legend, man. You beat the motherfucking GOAT. It was because of him.
His agent explains everything.
You think you earned this? Huh? No, we groomed you since you were a child, okay? We attacked you to isolate you so that we could draft you, you dumb fuck.
Shut the fuck up, Tom.
Cam is offered the contract one last time, but all Cam has to say is...
No. Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfucker.
Panic ensues and Elsie falls on a knife.
Oh my god, that is fucking stuck.
dead.
Boop. Dead.
Cam then goes on to brutally slay everybody. First this guy, then this guy, and finally this guy. He decides to spare his agent, but as he's walking away, the agent gets sucked into the middle of this pentagram thing and, well... boop, dead.
Boop, dead.
The end. That was fucking weird. Him was released in Australia in 2025 with an R18+ rating, and it stands out as one of the more creatively refreshing films in recent years. I enjoyed it largely because there's just nothing out there that's really like this movie. While the script stumbles in a few places, the performances are consistently strong and elevate what is otherwise a remarkably original concept. Quickly, I just want to shout out Jim Jeffries, who plays Dr. Marco. It was really unexpected to see him here, and he's one of Australia's greatest comedians ever. So I think he really brought some weird Australian edge to this role. The real standout and thing that impressed me the most in Him is the soundtrack. In my book, Him earns a place amongst modern soundtrack royalty, especially in disturbing films. Him sits comfortably alongside films like Poor Things, The Substance, and The Surfer. Beneath the blood and excess, Him shines a light on the very real issue of CTE, which is a very real brain injury affecting contact sport athletes, while also grappling with themes of racism, nepotism, and fanaticism. Him isn't a perfect film, and I mean far from it, but it is undeniably a refreshing one. That is, if you can get past all the blood and violence. So there's a spreadsheet behind me, which means it's time to rate and rank Him. We're going to try and find the average between a good movie and a really fucked up movie, and I'll show you how we do it. First of all, I'm going to give Him a rating for just how good I thought it was as a movie, and I think it's worth a 68.9. I was really impressed by this one. And it seems that the audience out there doesn't agree, because when I go to the most popular movie review sites and average all of your review scores together, you guys think Him is worth a 48.4. Wow, that is a huge difference. So let's average together how I thought the movie was and how good you thought the movie was to get a combined score of 58.7 for how good we thought Him was just as a movie. But now we have to figure out how disturbing it is. And when I put it alongside a lot of other movies I've watched, 38 in fact, I'm willing to give Him a disturbing rating of 48. Now that might seem low, and if it does, you need to go and check out some of the other movies that I've watched. Finally, we're going to average together how good we thought the film was with how disturbing we thought the film was to get an ultimate disturbing rating for Him of 53.4. Okay, cool. Now we're going to bring in the grand spreadsheet. There it is, and it looks like a score of 53.4 is awarding Him a place at number 15. Yeah, we think that Him has a slightly better average than Fall, but a slightly worse average than The Last House on the Left. Yo, thanks for watching another episode of How Disturbing. Please give me a like, give me a subscribe. If you're not a jerk, it really helps me out, and I'm sure you're not a jerk. Are you a jerk? No. Also, if you want something advertised, something that you want sold or promoted, get in touch with me, because I'm willing to do that on my channel for you for absolute free. And having said all that, I'm out of here. Peace!